Are you looking for the best 3D printer? In this video we will look at some of the best 3D printer on the market. Before we get started with our video, we have included links in the description. So make sure you check those out to see which one is in your budget range. Number 1, Dremel 3D 4501 Digilab. The Dremel Digilab 3D 45 Idea Builder 3D printer is one of the best 3D printer options for printing advanced materials such as Eco ABS, nylon, PEG and PLA. It is also Dremel's best 3D printer for university use, with an all-metal 0.4mm nozzle that heats up to 280 degrees Celsius and a removable glass build plate that heats up to 100 degrees Celsius. You can print almost any 175mm 3D filament with ease. The printer is loaded with easy-to-use features and has a guided setup process that gets you from unboxing to printing in just a few minutes. The 5-inch full-color touch screen has an intuitive interface so you can quickly navigate through different functions. You can pause a print and change filament to print in multiple colors. 2. The printer has an fit reader built in to detect the 175mm Dremel filament that you place inside and automatically choose the best print settings for that filament. You can easily connect the printer to Wi-Fi and use the included remote printing software to send prints from wherever you are, and you can also use the software to monitor your prints using the built-in HD camera. The fully enclosed design helps reduce the chance for warping and keeps curious hands out of the printer, and it also makes the printer very quiet. It also helps the printer achieve a very high quality with 50 micron layer height. You can print using the included cloud software, the included Dremel Digilab 3D Slicer for Windows or Mac, or your favorite 3D software that supports Code, GR, G3DREM files such as Cura, Simplify 3D, Craftware, KeySlicer, Slick 3R or Repetier. Once you start slicing your own files, you can take advantage of the large 6 inches by 10 inches x 7 inches, 402 cubic inches, build volume. The Dremel slicer can be used to print multiple objects at a time, add supports, change layer height, change infill and even access advanced settings for the best prints. With 85 years of reliable quality, Dremel is an established brand that you can trust to support you throughout your journey. By purchasing a Dremel 3D printer, you will have lifetime access to unrivaled Dremel customer service as well as an industry-best 1 year. If you want to buy a 3D printer for architecture, college library, education, or for engineering, look no further. Number 2. Ender 3V2 3D Printer. What makes the Creality Ender 3V2 a remarkable budget offering is the quality of the prints. Whatever the size or shape of the creation, or the supported filament types, the Creality Ender 3V2 delivers, with a 220mm by 220mm by 250mm build volume, 100-400 micron layer height, and 100 micron printing resolution. The Ender 3V2 gives you high speed, high quality and high accuracy with ease. Coming mostly pre-assembled, this discount 3D printer is ideal for beginners and journeyman 3D print enthusiasts alike. That said, regardless of your skill level, you may struggle with the filament loading on this 3D printer. It's a different manual process to most others, and so it can be difficult to learn. It's a small hurdle, however, and the Ender 3V2 is still a tremendous budget 3D printer. Number 3. Sovol SV04 IDEX 3D Printer. The SV04 can print models up to 300mm by 300mm by 400mm, which is plenty for most people who don't need a heavy-duty printer for commercial purposes. It uses 2 extruders to produce crisp and clean colors on your objects. The direct drive extruders are much smaller in size, and are capable of higher precision than their regularly sized counterparts. The dual extruders mean that you can print multiple models at once or in multiple colors. Are less important, but welcome nonetheless, feature is the easy-to-use Sovol software. which is quick to understand and allows you to pause a print should you run out of filament or suffer a power issue. However, there are some issues with the SV04. The printer's auto-leveling consistency can vary, causing unwanted wobble that can ruin the printing process. You may need to do a few practice prints to run it in, which isn't ideal for those wanting as little waste as possible. For a veteran designer wanting a larger 3D printer with more varied color options, it's hard to beat the Sovol SV04. Number 4. Snapmaker 2.0 A350T 3D printer. With a build volume of 320mm by 330mm by 350mm in an open frame design, the A350T is a healthy median between print volume and print quality. Factor that in with a built-in laser engraver and CNC carver, and this unit is a productivity powerhouse. Even ignoring the other two functions of this 3"-1 unit, the 3D print functionality is stellar. Nearly every factor of this 3D printer is automated, with auto-leveling and power outage detection just some of the ease-of-use features the A350T packs. That said, it is a loud printer, being open frame. One expects a certain level of noise, but the A350T is noticeably louder than other 3D printers. If you don't mind some not so subtle ambience, then we highly recommend the A350T.